Hey guys, Chris is in here back from CNH Malls again for the updated video about the Aaron's lawn tractor here. We went ahead and got the machine all cleaned up, and we fixed the starter, cleaned out the rat's nest, charged the batteries, cleaned up the battery terminals, and also the terminals for the actual starter itself down there for that. One of my subscribers wanted me to make this quick video here just to show him how the machine should start with a battery that's up, fully charged, and the starter is working perfectly fine with all put back together on here because we had the starter put back on her yesterday afternoon, and I just want to make a quick video here for you guys about the machine as well too. So this will be a quick startup video here. You can see how fast the machine should start up with a good battery. We also replaced the 2 spark plugs because the guy's spark plugs were original factory OEM plugs in there because they were getting kind of black, to say the least, right there, because the guy did done hardly any maintenance whatsoever to this machine. So this is the startup video here for the Intech XRD 20 horsepower overhead valve engine right here for that. So bear with me here. I'm gonna fire this thing up here for you guys. You'll see how fast this thing starts up. And this is a call a demonstration, or like a call a demo video to see how the machine should start and should run on a good machine that doesn't have any current problems with it right now. So go ahead and put it on the choke. Choke's up all the way. Brakes on. That's how it should start up with one crank on a relatively warm engine out there. Nice smooth idle, and the starter works perfectly fine. High speed. Just choke. Let me shut it back off here again for you. I'll go ahead and do the quick start again here for you guys. I'll put it on full speed with choke again here. Here we go. Low speed, high speed, and choke. So that's everything for that video here. If anybody has any comments, questions, whatnot, you can just use that video to gauge the response for your machine if you're having any kind of problems with the actual starter or something else on the machine, because this machine is in overall great shape. Everything else on the engine looks okay. The fuel pump's working fine. The carb is working fine. The oil is up to snuff on, and the oil's not black or extremely dirty. The air filter is in great shape. The guy did not have any kind of air filter, I'm going to call debris bypassing the air filter, I should say more precisely, because unfortunately we had I'd say about 2 or 3 guys this past year. They had the machines, and unfortunately the air box was not exactly tight, and we even had one guy down in Pittsburgh this past, I think it was back in early part of April. He had a dusted engine, as we call it over here. If you're familiar with that term, what that means is the air filter was allowing debris to bypass it, and the fine particulates that float around in the atmosphere, like your pollen, real light dust, anything else, they get sucked down inside the engine, and what happens is it causes the engine to wear internally on the actual bore of the piston rings and cylinder, and that's why it's called a dusted symptom, and dusted engine specifically, because you have to have your air filter in order to clean the air before it goes out inside the engine. And the guy's engine was having a hard time starting, plus it was also lacking power as well too. So the guy had like a 20 horsepower V twin, even though it was acting like it only had about 12 to 14 horsepower, because it was smoking quite considerably, because it was lacking compression and the oil was extremely black. So always maintain and always make sure your air filter and the actual air box itself are completely tightened. So I recommend just going around here. This guy has four knobs for the hold downs for the actual air box cover here. So I recommend every time you're out there cutting grass, just go around, make sure they're all tight, and if they're loose, just go ahead and retorque them on there, because you don't want any kind of debris going down inside your air filter and bypassing it for that. So if anybody has any comments, questions, whatnot about I talked here in the video here, let's go ahead and leave me a message, And if I left anything out about the video, just go ahead and leave me some kind of a rebuttal or some kind of information asking for any kind of basic help on your machine. So I'll see you guys. Have a nice day.